Football Republic 360 here. World Cup round of 4. What we call the semifinals is here and now. What a World Cup this has been. One of the only World Cup that has the most goals in it. And we are now just after this one, we have the World Cup final this coming weekend. So the World Cup is almost gone. So, and now we have 4 teams remaining, 2 matches. 2 matches, 1 trophy. So the next team that will win the next 2 matches will be the World Cup champions. And you know how it is here. In this place, we give you updates. Click the subscribe button. In this place, we bring news. Click the subscribe button. Even this World Cup, as this semi-final is going, we are bringing updates. Click the subscribe button. Turn on your post notification, because this channel, we are here for you. Football fans, we are here for you every time. So we have 2 matches coming up in the round of 4. The first of them is France versus Spain. This is a heavyweight match. It's not any kind of match. This is a heavyweight match, and this is where big boys meet themselves. Both teams are big boys. They have met before in the round of 2006 World Cup. They met 2 years ago in the Euros semi-final. Spain won them. After Spain went on to win England in the final. They met 2021 where France won them. So they know themselves. They win themselves. They can win each other. They can lose. It's a game that can go either way. Win or France will win, Spain can win, they can draw, they can go to extra time, they can go to this team. I think Spain has the upper hand. I think with 18 wins overall, France has 16, but they are very close. They are a team that matches each other strength to strength. And France have the more superstars, yes, but Spain have a more balanced team. They have a more balanced team. It's going to be I think this is the final played before the final. France versus Spain is a final played before the final. And we're going to look out for a lot of things. Spain is very composed team. France is more flamboyant. Yeah, they have composure, but that flamboyance they have in front is covers a lot for them. So it's a match that have a lot of flavor. Mbappe goes ahead to meet Lamine Yamal. We have Oyarzabal, we have Dembele, we have Pedro Porro, we have it's a match that can go either way. So we are looking forward to this game. That's the first game in the round of 4 in this World Cup. And I don't know who you are putting your money on, but ensure that you put it where your mouth is. Right? Put your money where your mouth is. So the second game we have in this round of 4 is Argentina versus England. This match has history. As a matter of fact, this match is history. This match is history, because the famous hand of God that Maradona scored in 1986 World Cup was against England. And the team went on to win that World Cup. Hand of God moment that made Maradona very famous was against England, and they meet again in the round of 4. In the round of 4, they meet again. They don't really meet that much, more recently, except for friendlies here and there. But that 1986, I know it still pains England fans. I know that 1986 heartbreak. After Maradona scored the hand of God goal, he went ahead to dribble them from the center of the field. He dribbled the whole England team from the center of the field to score, the second goal, and Argentina went to semi-finals in that World Cup. So I know that pain might still be there for England fans. So they will be coming into this game with a revenge. Going to revenge against 1986 World Cup quarterfinals against Argentina. So, but Argentina is a team that, more or less in these knockout stages, they have not been so convincing. I will tell you the truth. Argentina has not been so convincing. They will need a 9-minute goal to rescue them. From the round 32 against Cape Verde, against Egypt, they were always needing late, like team mash up to them. Team go mash up to them very well. Even though they can score, their defense is not so tight too. They score them. So that's one thing about this Argentina team. And you see England team, the only match England have not won in this World Cup was against Ghana, 0-0. That's the only match. and then this last match they played, they entered into extra times. So it's going to be a very, very wonderful football game. I'm going to see how it all pans out. Because England is a team that Bellingham has stepped up. Kane is on 6 goals, Bellingham is on 6 goals. One country, 2 players is on 6 goals. Can you imagine? And in Argentina, we have only Lionel Messi, who is on 8 goals. And this is another great player in the person of Messi, who is going, if he wins again, that's another World Cup final. So I don't know where your money is, but put your money where your mouth is, and it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful game we are going to see in this round of 4. Top teams, all of them have won the World Cup. England 1966, Argentina 1986, France, they have won it 1998, they won it last edition. Spain has won it in 2010. These are countries that has shown the flavor of we can do this. So we're going to see another if it's going to be France and England, or Spain versus Argentina, or where is your money at? But in my own personal prediction, this is my prediction, the first match, which is France versus Spain, I see it as a draw. I see it as a match that will enter into extra time and penalties will decide. That's what I see it. I see it as 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, that kind of game. I see it as a game that will enter. I don't see it as a game that will be decided in 90 minutes. No, I see it as a game that will enter into extra time. Extra time will decide. Somebody who, I give it to France, because I believe France have more players that have what it takes to kill off a game before it goes to penalty. So I give it to France. France will edge out 2-1, 3-2, kind of 1-0 kind of scoreline. France. So I give it to France to advance into the finals in this World Cup. Just because they are more composed, they have players that can kill off a game, with a blink of an eye. But Spain plays with a lot of system around themselves. And then the second game, Argentina versus England. I think that game is within 90 minutes. If I want to call that game, I'm calling it again. I am calling it for England. The reason for my call for England is because Argentina has always been on the edge. If meet this England team, England can wound them. As a matter of fact, I believe England will win them, because against Cape Verde they were not so convincing. Against Argentina they were not so convincing. They were 2-0 down. So I give it to England to advance to the finals. I give it to England. So what I'm calling in this particular prediction is a France versus England World Cup final this coming weekend. So that is my prediction, and I know you will have a lot, but please continue the conversation in the comment section. What are your predictions for this game? We are all looking forward to a blockbuster week because this is the week of the World Cup final, alongside now the semifinals and the weekend. So I'm looking forward to a very blockbuster World Cup week. So what are your predictions? Continue the conversation in the comment section. Who do you think will advance? Who do you think will be goal scorers? I actually believe that Kylian Mbappe will win the golden boot in this World Cup. He has a goal I see a goal in him in this semi-final. So who do you think scores the goals? Is he Kane? Bellingham, is he scoring again, or is going to be? So what are your predictions? Who are your goal scorers? Continue the conversation in the comment section, and see you right after the game.